don't know. It's been some tough for 48 hours. I don't know. I really don't know what to say. I was kind of dreading this interview. It's just tough right now.
How do you go about getting over this at a certain point and refocusing on the next season?
I have got up off the mat every single time in my life. I'm 100%. I'm still here. So it's just another time. You got to keep going, figure out a way to shake back from this and go to work,
Knowing that you guys are able to accomplish this in your first year here, and you and Jalen and a few of the other guys will be here for the long haul, do you feel like the future's bright?
Yeah, you can say the future's really bright. Right now, I can't really even think about the future. Right now, it's so tough, though, to even look that far.
What was the toughest part about, the game Sunday night for you?
When we went up 27-21, I knew deep down that it was probably a chance we were going to lose.
Because you got the field goal there instead of the touchdown?
Mm-hmm.
Did you feel like at the end of that game, if you guys were to get a full drive, you would have been able to win that game?
I think so. I think when they went up 2 touchdowns and we went down and scored, so I thought we had a chance to get the ball in the hand last. We were going to be fine.
AJ, are you one of those guys who looks back and reflects on the positive things, or do you feel like you're going to wipe it clean and look forward?
I mean, I do, but right now it's so tough. You get to the dance and you one game away, and it's just tough to reflect. Yeah, we did some really good things to get there. We had a great season, but we wanted to come out on top. That was the goal since day one. We got right to the door and we just couldn't finish it. I mean, we had it in our hand and just couldn't finish the job.
AJ, I know you heard from players. There's no guarantees that you get back. Do you worry about that?
I mean, you have to. This is a tough league. You don't know how tomorrow looks, let alone a year from now and trying to be back in the Super Bowl. We definitely going to try to do our best to do everything possible and get back to work so we can prepare to go back to the dance.
What gave you that feeling after the field goal that it might not go your way?
My previous year, when Tennessee, we threw an interception we had the ball last. We had a chance to go overtime or to try to win, and we threw an interception. And I had that same feeling in my gut because we got 3. And playing against Patrick Mahomes, he was just doing everything right, and he put his team in great position to win. He did a great job all game, so that's why.
At the very highest level, Jalen put on a tremendous performance. What did that say to you?
I mean, that's what we expect from him, I mean, he did a great job. I mean, he did. He gave us the chance to win,
Is there any doubt in your mind you would have scored if you got that one last possession?
Yeah, we felt like we would have got the ball at the end of the game, but they were smart. They went down at the 1-yard line.
You've been asked, I know, a number of times, what it's been like playing with Jalen and everything, but now that you've had a few days to reflect on, everything. I mean, what did you see from him this year? Just his growth. I mean, I know you guys worked out together and stuff in the past, but playing with him and being with him, what did you see?
He continued to get better all season. It's the best way I can put it. You know, he just kept growing throughout the year. You know, kept getting better and better each week. Kept challenging guys to compete, to be better each week. So yeah,
it is what it is, man. You know, looking forward to next year already. That's all I can say. I'm looking forward to next year, man, and I just can't wait to get back. After getting as far as we did, I know we came up short, but man, it was a hell of a year, man. A great year. Just my best year in so many aspects, you know. From me, this team, love everything about this team, man. And I'm just excited. I'm excited knowing that this team will continue to grow and hopefully continue to trend upwards, you know. And that's all I have to say about that part.
Do you try to clear your head of the game, or are there moments you play over your mind?
A few, but I live my life by, you know, the way I live my life is the simple fact that the game is over now. There's nothing that could change, nothing could happen. It's simply about moving forward now and my approach towards next year at this point. Things that I do in this offseason. And just getting ready to come back and just be a great piece, a great leader for this team.
Seven defensive starters in free agents, so it's a good chance that this defense will look a lot different. How do you know, as one of the guys who definitely is returning, how do you plan on, handling that?
I mean, every year, every team is every year the team is different than the year it was before. As far as me, man, it's just about, coming back, seeing who'll be back next year, and just trying to be a great leader, getting ready to make that transition to being one of those pieces that the team is going to have to, lean on. And, man, I'm going to just try to do whatever I can in my power to uplift everybody. Like you said, it will look different. Just uplift everybody and do whatever I can to help this team get back and, achieve the goals that we wanted to achieve this year.
What does it mean for your mental space that for the first time, I think, in 3 years that you're coming back to this team?
Oh man, for me mentally, it's a relief. It's a relief. My off season to look way better as far as how it flows. I ain't got to worry about moving and stuff like that, man. So I'm just grounded now. So just it's a relief of knowing that where I'm gonna be, that I'll be here, and just happy to know that.
Haason, how did your leadership role grow throughout the season?
Coming here, there was already a lot of great leaders on this team. Guys that's been here for a long time. Kelsey, BG, Fletch, Lane. So many great veteran leaders here. Man, for me, knowing that it was simply coming in and just letting my work speak for itself and leading that way. As things continue to go on throughout the year, I tried to be a little bit more vocal as a leader. And something that I'll continue to work on as far as that, just giving my knowledge and speaking to the team more, and talking to the team more, and just giving them more speeches, letting them know that I'm here and giving them my knowledge, my experience, whatever I can do to help some of these young guys become better players and stuff like that.
Is that a role that you've thought about before that you want to take over at some point?
No, I never thought about it, but like you said earlier, this team is not going to look the same next year, and I don't know who's going to be back, who's going to be gone. I just know that I'll be here for a second year. I'm coming back, and I do want to step up a little bit more in that aspect.
As you think about the game itself, was there more that you guys could have done, or is it simple as just saying Patrick Mahomes is just that good?
I mean, at the end of the day, we had some things not going our way, some plays that we missed at the end of the day. But it ain't a what if situation, we lost. That's the truth of it. We lost, There's no looking back at it, and you know, me, I don't live my life like that. I live my life by always moving forward. What's next? How can I get better? And that's the only thing I'm worried about now. I'm not worried about, oh, we lost and what we could have did differently, what if. I'm not that kind of guy. It is what it is. It's reality. So for me, it's just simply about moving forward. How can I get better? How can I help this team get better? And the things that I can get, what can I do differently, you know, to help the team get back to that same spot next year and win it next year.
How much of the that motion, the eye candy that they did a lot of, how much did that affect the run defense?
I'm not sure, you know. I'm not sure. And if I'm being honest, man, like I said, I really don't even care. Not in the fact that I don't care that we lost or anything. It's just the fact that it is what it is. What can we do about it? Nothing. Why continue to look back and harp on it and go through the heartbreak and the pain of it? We got we got another season next year, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. I'm more excited about next year than I was for this year, just because of the year we had this year, and knowing that we're going to have some guys that's coming back that's going to be hungry and you know, willing to do whatever it takes to get back to that same spot next year if we can.
How does getting so close contribute to the drive to reach those goals next year?
And that's what I'm saying. You know, when you get that close and you can smell, you know, you can almost taste the goal. You can almost see the accomplishment of what you've been fighting for. So, you know, the whole year, and to come up short. As soon as it was over, first thing in my mind was like, I can't wait for next season, because I you know, we didn't get the job done, and I want us to, and I'm just looking forward to next year, looking forward to trying to reach that pinnacle again.
Honestly, it's all me. I didn't play my brand of football all year. Maybe in the beginning of the year, but for me, I didn't play my brand of football all year. I never played this bad. But
Why do you think that is, Quez?
Mental. Honestly, that's all it is. You know, you just got to play through all circumstances, on and off the field.
You played last year. You played a little more outside and inside, almost exclusively in the slot this year. Did that have an impact on you?
No, not really. I'm kind of used to, you know, being in and out or whatever. So.
Do you feel like you have a better future though as a primarily outside receiver?
I just feel like I have a future in this game, period, regardless if it's inside or outside.
You said you were kind of struggling on the mental side of things. How long did the adjustment take for you, kind of getting used to, you know, the new dynamic in wide receiver?
Like, I kind of grasped it well in the beginning of the season, but after the Tennessee game, I suffered a grade 2 sprain that I've been playing on for the last 6 to 8 weeks, and honestly, kind of like deteriorated my confidence. Wasn't able to play at my best ability, how I felt, honestly.
What kind of sprain was that?
I had a grade 2 shoulder sprain in my left shoulder.
What game was that?
Tennessee.
How did you kind of learn to play through that, and are there lessons in that for you going forward?
Honestly, it was just like trying to play through it. I know I had to be stronger on the left side, and trying to really protect my left side is kind of playing, I guess, the Tennessee game. After the Tennessee game, the Giants game, the Chicago game, I was kind of like protecting it in some sort, and in an instance, I should have just played ball instead of not worried about it.
I'm sorry, you've obviously made big plays in this league.
Mm-hmm.
What's it going to take to get back to that?
Mentality. As Kobe say, you know, you just gotta go to work, man. You just gotta put your head down, go in that dark place, and just go to work, man. That's all it is, regardless of the he says, she says. Man, just go to work. It's all on you.
What was the play that you hurt yourself on in that Tennessee game?
It was I guess the trick play we had when I was, you know, O-line was kind of leading block for me or whatever.
From a mental standpoint, how do you get over the Super Bowl, and in particular the play in the Super Bowl that you couldn't make?
Going back to work. That's the only thing that's gonna make it better. Going back to work, and honestly, getting back there, trying our hardest to get back there, and honestly, just stand together, stand as a team, and, you know, just keep fighting.
Hey, when Nick opened up the floor to everybody on Saturday, what was the person's delivery that stood out the most to you?
Give it your all for the person left to you, person right to you, and really just give it all you got. This is the last one left. It's the biggest game of your life. So, just give it all you got.
Is there any player that stirred you in particular from that
I was watching, as everybody was talking, I was watching Jason Kelsey. And I could see it in his eyes, him in the lane. That was very emotional. But Haason Reddick kind of got everybody going, got everybody back on track with his speech. And honestly, he kind of riled me up, honestly. I felt his speech more than anybody's.
What was he saying?
He was just like, man, everything else, man. Just unload the clip. That's what he was saying. And metaphorically, he was just saying, give it all you got. Like, blood, sweat, and tears, everything you have for this last game. Just go get it. And that was the biggest message.
I'm sorry I know you probably asked this in the beginning. I missed it. Could you take us back to that play in the Super Bowl where you had a chance to catch it?
It was really just all my details in the play. I should have used late hands, and I didn't. And it calls for me to have a drop with the DB on my back. So,
what's the mindset, the mentality of the team after coming so close? Do you guys have, I guess, an extra starvation, extra hungerness to get? We
got a bigger chip on our shoulder. We got more food on our plate. We're still hungry. We're ready to get back to us, get back to the Super Bowl, honestly. But we're taking it one day at a time, taking the offseason, going to work. But you know what the main goal is.
You gotta reflect on what you could have done better, because there are multiple things in the game that I could have done better to, just myself when I look at it individually to help the team out. But you also got to look forward, reflect on everything that we accomplished this year as a team, as a unit. And you gotta be proud of that. Can't just write it off.
They say it's really difficult to get back emotionally after that. Like, you've never been through it before. Do you?
I see what you're saying. Emotionally, I'm kind of like checked out. I'm telling these guys, I don't really feel anything. I've just been doing a lot of thinking on the game and reflecting on how it could have been, how I could have done better and executed things better individually to help the team out. But it's kind of hard. It's kind of a blur right now. I don't really have any emotions. Maybe.
Do you like lobby Jason, or do you sort of give him space as he tries to make his decision?
Nah, I'm just giving him his time and space. You gotta respect that. It's talk about my feelings. I don't know what he must be going through. Must be hard for him, So I'm just gonna give him his space.
Jordan, when you guys got back, fans are waiting off the airport, fans out here in the NovaCare. There's a pretty cool mural in the city with people signing thank you to you guys. What's your message to the fans of Philadelphia?
All the support and love that we received this year, man. We really appreciate it. We saw it. We felt it. It's just a shame that we couldn't bring, the chip home. So don't worry, we'll use it to our motivation for next year. But we got to get ourselves right. Take some break. Take a well-deserved break, and get back on the ball when we need to.
Jordan, what kind of a message do you think Jalen sent with his performance in the Super Bowl and also just really his consistency throughout the year?
Jalen's been here all year. But he's been doing, he just did what he did on the biggest stage, of the year. And just proved that he can be one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And that's something that we've all believed in, and we see it every day. And I'm just glad that he balled out like that, man. So,
At the end of the game, were you thinking, just give Jalen one last chance to lead a drive here? Maybe on the sideline, give us the ball one last time. I think he would have scored.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda, man. That's just how the game falls. It's you look at the time position. We basically controlled the first half and second half. Casey did a great job of controlling the ball there, and that it would be nice to have more time on the clock, but the reality is, that's just how the game is, man. And you got whatever you're given, you got to make use of what you've been given. So, I don't think like that, man. I wish we had more time. Nah, man. So you don't have a genie in your back pocket. You've got to just, however long, 8 seconds. You got to make use of the time, and that's unfortunately how the game is played.
What's the number one thing you want to work on this offseason individually?
Probably my change of direction, physically, just inside moves, making sure that I'm in balance, and then just learning the game plan, getting back in the books. You can never be have too great of a football IQ, So I'm just gonna get back in the books, just keep learning, especially with Kelsey trying to figure out what he's gonna do, So just trying to upgrade my smarts.
Last team meeting, was it emotional? Was it just a matter of fact? What was it like with Coach leading you guys for the final time?
This morning?
Yeah.
I felt like a normal team meeting. Yeah, it just felt like a normal team meeting for me. For me, it's different. Like, I'm just emotionally checked out. So I didn't really feel anything.
Did he say anything? Did he have any special message for you guys, or
just everything that he preaches every week? Yeah. I feel like we're going to be here tomorrow. That's how normal it felt. It just felt great. Just says keep building the brotherhood. Everything that we built here, just because we're not here, keep connecting. That was one message he said in there that I'm always going to take away. Keep connecting.
How do you do that, though, knowing that it's not going to be the same offer next season, that you guys are going to have a period of time away?
You got to know that that's out of your control. I think those are the forces at play that we have no control over, and whatever time you have left with that person, you just got to enjoy.
I think it'll be a combination of winning and money. Location is what it is. No matter where I go, at some point it's going to be cold. So I'm not really worried about the location for the most part.
What do you think you learned most about Philadelphia this year, just in terms of playing here and maybe something you didn't expect?
I just enjoyed playing here because we were winning and whatnot. Everything was going so smoothly for us. Of course, we had some losses here and there, and we lost the Super Bowl. But overall, I feel like we had a really good season. And I love the fan support, the energy they brought to the games. Really, I just love the team that we had, like the back seven that we had. We had a lot of good guys on the team, and we gelled well, in a short time that we had.
How much does winning play into where you go next compared to the money? How do you balance that?
It's kind of hard to put like a percentage on which one is more important. It's kind of just based upon case-by-case scenario, But I do know those two things are probably the most important to me, is being on a good roster, having the ability to get to the playoffs and make a run in the playoffs, but also, I don't want to play for cheap,
Sure. Have you guys talked to Howie at all down the stretch here about kind of just get a general framework started?
No, I haven't at all.
Was that are you surprised by that, or is that by choice? You don't want to do it while you're playing?
No, I think that was kind of by choice. I don't know what they got planning on over there. I really didn't want to ask about it because I didn't even want my mind to be on that. I just wanted to worry about football. Well, hopefully we'll be in contact soon.
Would you like to be back?
Y'all love playing here, so it's definitely a possibility that I return.
When you look back, what will be the resounding memory from this season? So many good things. When you look back, what do you think of?
When I look back, I think about just all the moments and stuff that we shared as a team, as individuals in the back end and whatnot. I spent some time hanging out with Lane from time to time. Me and him would do some strength and conditioning stuff at his house. So I'm gonna cherish those moments because I saw the work that he put in. Hanging around the DBs, we would go out to eat from time to time, and that was fun. Being around those guys, and also the moments that we had on the field. We made a lot of plays together. Of course we had some downfalls too. So of course I don't want to think about that more so than the good things. But all those things combined, I'm gonna think about all that.
I'm sorry if you've been asked this already, but the second half passing touchdowns to Kadarius Toney and Sky Moore and the fake motions that they had, were you guys aware that was in their playbook?
Yeah, we were definitely aware, but that's like the scheme that they run is like West Coast scheme. A lot of West Coast teams do a lot of motioning in the red zone, so we had kind of begun that all year. It's just how they got to it was different than probably the past team got to it.
What made it different?
The guy that was motioning, the alignment of the guy that was motioning, how they got to the alignment, different variables like that. Maybe the call at times.
JV, if JG leaves, why would Denard be? Can you tell us why he'd be a guy ready to jump in that role?
I think first and foremost, he's a great leader of men. He really knows how to control the room, talk to his players, motivate his guys to get ready for a game. And I think he does a good job of coaching. Coaching is pretty much teaching. You got to be a good teacher in order to be a good coach. And he does a good job of teaching his guys the techniques and whatever they need to know for Sunday.
Yeah, I don't know what the future holds, man. Whatever God got for me. And, free agency is kind of a tricky business. So, I'm going to just talk to my agent, talk to my family, and, take it from there and, see what's next.
Yeah, having been through it last year, Kyzir, does that change at all how you approach free agency this year? Did you learn anything?
Yeah, I learned. I learned some things, but man, I'm gonna just kind of pray on it and follow my heart and just see whatever God got for me, man.
Okay, wait, back-to-back seasons, you hadn't missed the game, 100-plus tackle seasons. Just how do you feel personally?
Yeah, I feel good. I feel good, man. Not even statistically wise, but just playing the full 17 back-to-back. That was my main goal this year. Play another 17. Even when I was dealing with an ankle injury, throughout the year, that wasn't stopping me from missing a practice or a game. So I was proud of myself in that aspect. I could have easily just said, man, we winning right now. I'm hurting a little bit. Let me just sit out. But, in my mind, playing the full 17 was the most important thing to me.
How long were you dealing with that?
I was probably like 5 weeks. Yeah.
At the end of the season?
Like middle towards the end of the season, yeah.
Did you have any conversations with the team about potentially returning?
I just talked to my coaches, but got to see what happens, man. I don't really know what's gonna happen. Yeah.
To the fans back here, I know you were focused on the Super Bowl. I just said this to Haason. In Emmaus, they had a big rally for you.
Mm-hmm.
In Camden, they had one for him. So what's your message to the folks back here about the support you've gotten from them all year?
Man, I just want to, thank everybody for, the genuine support, and, it really means a lot to me. Obviously I wish, we could have pulled away with the win for them, but, it didn't go like that. But, I definitely want to just thank everybody for, showing their love and appreciation. Definitely means a lot to me, and, hopefully there's another kid, that watched me playing the Super Bowl that's going to come behind me and come from the same area I came from and be there one day.
Follow up on that, what does it mean to you to get to a Super Bowl with a team that's so close to your hometown?
Oh yeah, it means everything, man. I'm from an hour away, so to get there and have a season like we had this year means everything to me.
What do you think was the difference defensively between the first and the second half the other night?
They just made more plays than we did, to be honest, man. We didn't get a turnover. We usually get a few of those a game, and I feel like that was just the biggest piece right there. They wanted the turnover margin. We ain't get no turnover, so I feel like that was the big key of why we lost the game.
Guys, what are the emotions as you get ready to face an uncertain offseason? Is it excitement to find out what will happen? Is it kind of anxiousness?
A little bit of both, you know what I mean? But, I want to take some time to, kind of relax a little bit and, spend time with my family. The season is like a crazy grind, so, you're not really seeing your family as much. So, I just want to make sure I spend a lot of time with my daughter and things like that and, just catch up on some lost time.